always got me second guessing. It's a game you like to play. I can feel your eyes assessing, rating me in every way. Or you say I'm just a woman, but you are barely a man. When you take every moment to control me, when you can crash and burn, live and learn. Oh, for you.
the hill. Up the hill, yeah, with the sausage curbs, yeah, of course, yeah, there's no room through there, guys. No point. It's just going to hit you. You can hit that curve on the racing line as well, and you won't lose any pace if you hit it right. But if you're trying to go side by side and you get it wrong, you're just going to absolutely teleport yourself into that fair call. Hopefully everyone abides by that as well. I would say that most of the passing is going to be on the two straights, the downhill section through the latter half of the circuit, and then the corner uphill onto the front straightaway. So just make sure you guys can do that. There's really no other places I can probably see that you can get a good pass on that's, you know, clean, unless you're side by side through that sector. We do promote hard and clean racing, obviously, so keep that as well, but keep it in mind, sorry. But yeah, otherwise, there's no other questions, and yeah. Enjoy the racing tonight, boyos. Someone try and catch Alex and maybe take him out.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another serving of SimSational TV. The racing is virtual, but it's real as well. I stuffed that one up. It's Wednesday night, ladies and gentlemen, as you can probably tell by the couple of gronks sitting in front of you on the screen. It looks like we've finally got the stream up and running, and my co-commentator, Zach O'Reilly, just getting his microphone sorted out there as well. How are you this evening, mate?
Mate, I am fantastic. It's good to be with you here in the Combox again, and what a place to race here tonight. Wednesday Cup Round 2, Sportsland Sugo, and boy, oh boy, are these Pragas hairier than a Greek's back around here in the driving department. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. As you can see on your screen there, 7 rounds this time for the Wednesday Cup. So 2 out of 7 so far. As you can see, we've got Road America next week. Hockenheim, old school circuit there in round 4 into Lagos. We've got Alton Park and the world famous Mount Panorama to finish it off there for the calendar. We've got some standings for you as well this week after a nice little showing last week from Alex McEwen. Has himself on top of the driver's standings, Zach O'Reilly.
He does. Beautiful timing there for Alex to just power away 559 points. Is that correct? How are we at 559 points?
That's incorrect, actually. That has been... I'll tell you what is correct. The names,
first 2 digits?
The names in the order are correct.
Well, let's just go with the first 2 digits there, and we'll say it's 55 points, Alex McEwen, 49 to Jake Buttigieg, and Matthias Falzon in third position there, only 4 points behind him with Andre Elliott, one of the rang-out boys with his co-compatriot right next to him in 5th place, Jason McFadden, Brian's cousin to be exact. Merv's Lovechild in 6th place. Pile of mud in Lindsay Muddle in 7th place. Not here tonight. Got a bit of work commitments for him. No, Matt Munro also not deciding to show up. Absolutely piss weak from your younger brother there. But the Underground Mammal in 9th place with 42 points. And William Bullock, Sandra's love child, also sitting there beautifully in the top 10. But he has not entered the survey. His brother has, but no sign of Will so far.
At least some sort of representation there in the Bullock household, so the parents be proud there, and still trying to work out who is the favourite Bullock child, I'm sure. But let's get amongst the racing here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is round 2 of the season 15 of the Wednesday Cup, so plenty of seasons under the belt. This time around, we are at Sportsland Sugo, so let's go racing. Let's go for a trip around Sportsland Sugo in the old SimSational helicopter. We're in the land of the rising sun, ladies and gentlemen. Over here, Sportsland Sugo, and it is a ripper of a circuit indeed. Coming into turn 1 here, it is a double apex style. Run it out wide, try and cut back in. Use that front downforce here, and these corners are aptly named here in Japan. First corner, second corner, third corner, and you guessed it, fourth corner. But now they turn it up a little bit here with the S-curve through 5 and 6. Careful not to hit those sausages, because they are pretty deadly in these little vehicles. High Point Corner, number 7, referring to the highest part of the circuit. Topographically, we're talking about Rainbow Corner comes up on you very quickly and is super important to get right because you're heading downhill. We've got the gravity assist, and you want to get a bit of the suck assist as well if you're lucky enough here in the Japanese hills. Down into turn 9, it's horseback corner. You want to cover the inside there, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, it might be bareback corner for some of these blokes. It's into turn 10, ladies and gentlemen. Quick as you like through turn 11 as well. Quick flick. And trust the downforce of these cars. Now this beautiful panoramic corner here, 110R. That's the last turn on the track, turn 12. And look at that thing. It's an absolute parabolica up the hill too. So these little cars revving the tits out all the way up the main straight, ladies and gentlemen. We are in round 2 of the Wednesday Cup. It's 7 minutes qualifying coming at us at a super fast rate of knots. Don't worry about that. 15 minutes for race 1, as always. 16 minutes for race 2. As always, a top 10 reverse grid. Race 3 will be 17 minutes with the top 12 reverse grid. who was out there quick during the week in practice? It was Alex McEwen with a 120.992. So he is very ripe for this event, Zach O'Reilly, and I suspect the man to beat here tonight.
Oh, well, 100% the man to beat. And he's going to be caught quickly, I would say, if he comes a proper, because one little slip up here, Christopher, at Sportsland Sugo, in the bunda, you are all done for money. It can cost you at least 3 seconds just running a little bit wide. Also, the uphill section onto the front straight, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the suck area of the night. And I'll tell you what, the geishas out there better take some notes here at Sportsland Sugo, because it's going to be on like Donkey Kong if anyone comes a proper coming around that corner. It is also very easy to overshoot that as well. If you come in too hot and get on the power too early, you'll understeer pretty much off into the sand trap, and you will be pirouetting down the front straightaway.
Yep, just counting the positions as they drop through your hands. Plenty of runoff here at Sportsland Sugo, but as we say, very hard to get out of the gravel trap in these cars, very hard to get off the slippery grass as well. So hopefully we see plenty of that and plenty of action to come, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost about ready to kick off some qualifying, Zach O'Reilly.
Yeah, we are. And you know what that means, everyone, all the viewers out there, thanks for joining us so far. And it's great to have you with us. You go and get those condiments filled up, get some red cordial, get some black, or maybe some cola cordial too, if you're a man or a woman of talent and wisdom. And we'll be right back here at SimSational TV for qualifying here. 7 minutes of Sugo Sportsland in the Praga R1s. Don't go anywhere.
Closer together. Skin is soft, but sometimes touch is rough. We used to stay up all night, staring at the city lights, working on the good vibes. It's what it takes to live life right. We used to have it all down, and I am not so sure now. We take it day by day, and we learn to love all the imperfection, all of the imperfection. Storm clouds high up in the mountains. I wish I knew what the gods were throwing down. Too many voices, little communication. They're the kings of change, but they never come around. We used to stay up all night, staring at the city lights, working on the good vibes. That's what it takes to live life right. We used to have it all down, and I am not so sure now. We take it day by day, and we learn to love all the imperfection. I wanna hear some dance rock philosophy. Two lovers go through the night, who didn't know they were the lucky ones. They were lucky ones. Too young to see too far ahead. Crazy woke-free dreamers who didn't know they were the lucky ones. They were lucky ones, you and I. We used to stay up all night, staring at the city lights, working on the good vibes. That's what it takes to live right. We used to have it all down. Take it day by day and we learn to love.
We are down on circuit now, ladies and gentlemen. The drivers have just decided to take the rules into their own hands. There's a couple of guys now starting to abide by that 7-minute rule, as we say. Usually they are not allowed to leave that pit lane until 7 minutes crossed over on the timing tower there. Tell you what, I don't know who is that? That's Alex
That's
McEwen.
Andre Elliott.
Alex McEwen in the number 91, just trying to reverse his way into the second spot there. Trying to Mr. Bean it, or no, what is it? The Austin Powers style 30 million point turn. Anyway.
Groovy, baby.
Don't behave. Speaking of behaving, we've got 53 seconds now that all the drivers are behaving. 20 cars out on circuit, 19 to be exact. These guys are going to have a ripping time around this circuit. I can tell you that much. It is absolutely one of the best circuits in the world. Japan just keeps delivering in the circuits department. That is for sure.
Oh, yeah, and you can't complain when you go over there either. From not my personal experience, but a lot of people say it is one of the cleanest countries in the world, and very, very good place to be if you're on there. But Sportsland Sugo is only 15 minutes away from seeing all of these cars just start to jet their way around the circuit with 7 minutes and 1 minute 29s or 1 minute 29s, 1 minute 21s or thereabouts. They've only got about 4 flying laps to do it, and we are off because out in front at the moment, that would be Matthias Falzon making his way out and Alex McEwen right behind him. So a bit of friendly competition coming the way here between these two, the two quicker of the drivers on the circuit tonight. We've also got the Captain Kirk is back. Beautiful to see him. We've got, what have we got? We've got 21 cars on circuit now. They're all coming in. Everyone's ready to rock and roll here. McEwen versus Falzon, ready to fire off. Egmanis behind him. Bullock, Kirk, Buttigieg, and Nick Mole, your top 7 out there on circuit. But Falzon's already been passed by McEwen, so no mucking around for Alex. He knows how important clean air here is around Sportsland Sugo, because once you get a little bit of dirty air in these Pragas, it's impossible to follow someone. So we're going to see some battles coming along, and those tyres are as cold as an Eskimo's tool at this moment. We've already got a car off in the background just fanging their way. I think that was James Bullock just chilling there off in the bunda. But nonetheless, it's ready to rock and roll here, Chris. I'm excited for this one. 6 minutes left to go. Predictions, gentlemen and ladies out there. Viewers, in fact, just give your predictions in for qualifying. Who's going to set the pace here, Christopher Munro? Alex is about to start his lap here. Let's ride on board with him. And, Chris, you can take it away here for a lap of Sugo Sportsland.
All right, let's get in the cockpit there. The gamut just a bit too bright, so we're going to jump on the bonnet so we can see what's going on. Down this very long straight, as you crest, you actually get a look at turn 1 here, and you get plenty of time to spot that entry as you do. Just tip it in, run it all the way out to that curbing. Maybe not as far as he would have liked there, Alex McEwen, but just a banker lap for now. Using up every inch of this circuit on the exit here into turn 4. This one's very deceptive because it just tightens up as you expect it to just open up. So this is also a difficult little part of the circuit, trying to get through that S-curve without hitting the sausage curbs is paramount, as well as this one here, Rainbow Curve, or Rainbow Corner, should we say. You can run it right out past the green stuff there. There's a little bit of AstroTurf and a little bit of concrete out there to aid your success down this big hill into the braking zone here now, turn 9. This is a difficult little turn in these cars because the Arsene just wants to let go on the entry. So a lot of wheel work and a lot of accuracy and precision required to really muscle these cars around for a lap. As you can see, Alex getting very wide there on the exit of 10. Now this is the very long 110R turn. You can just use the downforce, but I'll tell you what, the left-hand side tyres are screaming by now, and they are bright red, 2 little cherries on your tyre HUD there as well. But that is a lap of Sportsland Sugo. Alex posts a 1 minute 21.6, and I reckon he's probably still got about 16 tenths in that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We'll be doing 20.9s, I reckon, by the time we get around here. That's what he said in practice, so the pace is there. Captain Kirk's come flying through as well at the 121.8 to start his opening account here in qualifying. So very, very good stuff from him as well. Is the captain looking very, very racy indeed. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to racing, Captain comes into his own. He might not be the best at qualifying, but geez Louise, when it comes to racing, this guy is the Jensen Button of the AK Racing community. I'll tell you what, very smooth and very precise is the captain. He will be flying off Buttigieg in second and third place. They're actually only a bee's foreskin away from overtaking. But this is the second flying lap too, ladies and gents. So we're going to see the times tumble here. And it is so tight already in that mid-pack between fourth all the way down to ninth. Is not even half a second. And it's going to be incredible stuff when they get their second laps in. Ooh, this could be exciting. The captain's up. He's actually PB'd McEwen in the second sector too. So this is also going to be very, very quick from him too. If he can keep this momentum up. Rounding 110R, we go up the hill. Coming onto the front straightaway. Suck battles in the race. Coming your way, ladies and gents. Underneath the Dunlop, there is a Sportsmax overpass. What is Alex McEwen going to post? 121.2 at the moment, but it's going to be
Wow, yes.
121.224 by an absolute margin and nothing there for the captain. Provisional pole here in qualifying. 2 minutes 40 to go. 2 laps left of flying action. Wow, it's getting tight.
What a time to rip out the best lap of the session there. Will Kirk will be, the blood will be up. The adrenaline will be pumping there. That is for sure. So he'll be just keeping one eye on the other boys around him to see where they're at. Speaking of which, Jake Buttigieg very fast during the week in practice as well. So keep an eye on this guy in the number 26. He's here to party tonight. He's rocking the Maltese flag. Or some sort of Maltese insignia there on the side of that Praga R1, as you can see the big long shot there from the cameraman down here at Sportsland Sugo. Big zoom all the way down the back straightaway. And there he is there. He's down in the first sector. But he's only got to make up 2.5 tenths to chuck it on the front row, actually on pole, should I say.
He's way up.
Yeah,
actually.
he is. Yeah, actually, there now he's just gone purple in the second sector. Bang, and he's sitting in the 1 minute 20s. It's all about out now. Can he get the power down and the grip out of this final turn? Just teetering on the edge of a 121, but he goes good here on the exit, and he's got about a half a tenth in it. Will he cross the line to go to pole? It's looking likely here. A 1 minute 20.9. Jake Buttigieg straight to the top.
He just lost a tenth there in that last corner too, ladies and gents. He overshot his throttle marker, and that catered him wide and a little bit out of whack, but he still put it on pole by 2 tenths over Alex McEwen. What has Zegmanis got in the reply here is 1.3 seconds down on Buttigieg's time in there at the moment. He set a PB in the second sector. It looks like this, if he gets this sector right here, he might jump up over Will Bullock into 8th place. I'm not too sure what's going to go on for him. As he crosses the line now, what can he do? Nothing. He stays in 9th place at the moment. So a little bit of work here for Egg Marnus to do. He's got to crack that egg. Oh, pull! He's in the way there, and that was disaster. I'll tell you what, this is a debutant here, and he's not making friends on the circuit at the moment. But he knows what he can do in the racing time. Just got to get his head around this. Assetto Corsa joined up today. So great to have him in here in the Wednesday Cup. Don't you worry about that. And he'll find his way around Sportsland Sugo, find how the Pragas actually drive. And next week, he'll be right back up there on the pace at this point in time. Buttigieg still holding pole position and just put it in the pits. He's gone cocky. He has gone as cocky as the early morning rooster and just crowed already and said, everyone else, come to me. And oh, look at that. Not even 600ths of a second between the two of them. Oh, 800ths of a second if you don't mind. And Alex McEwen is going to go for one more lap, ladies and gents. This could be the battle for pole. What has McEwen got in the tank? He is up 1,000th of a second at the moment on his own PB. He's going to have to get another 10th up into his bank. He's down here at the moment. He's just found some more time there through that little left to right chicane. Can he make his way up the hill cleanly? Just dips it into third gear here now. Darts that inside apex, gets the car pointed, late apex for him, but way wide there on exit. It's gained him only about 0.003 of a second. It's not going to be enough here at the moment for Alex McEwen. Can he get the job done? Flying down the hill here at Sportsland Sugo, coming up into the heavy right-handing brake mark. This is an easy corner to stuff up, and he's up. He's up by 0.005 of a second. He has only got to make up 0.08 of a second here over the rest of the field, which is only Jake Buttigieg in front of him. What can he do? Can he pull some magic here at 110R? He's just got to get the braking marker right and accelerate up the hill, and he's nearly there. He is a 10th up now, and he's more than a 10th up. Now he's less than. What is the timing tower doing to me? He's got to get there. It's going to be a neck-and-neck finish here, and oh, can he get the job done? Over the finish line, 800th of a second, and he's got the job done by 5,000th of a second. Take a bow, Alex McEwen. My voice is absolutely shot. Fantastic driving. What is that? That is the closest qualifying we have had this season so far here at Sportsland Sugo. What a drive there from Buttigieg and Alex McEwen. Congratulations to the both of them. P1 and 2 for race 1 coming our way.
Couple of tenths covering the top 4, so that is awesome news for the coming races here. 3 of them of which will be kicking off very shortly. Paul Buttigieg just finishing off his lap at the moment. That is Buttigieg Senior. Thank you very much, and just just swanning around in the top 10, mind you. So that's cracking stuff there from PB.
He's got a $18,000 motion simulator, I've been told,
yes, yeah.
with a half cut of a Ferrari 310 from the 1980s. So he better be up there in the top 10. I'll give you the hot tip. But he's done well at the moment as Paul is finding his pace very, very quickly here for a gentleman, let's put it that way, in the age department, and putting it up to some of the younger blokes here, just giving it a bit of curry. Cracking stuff there. Qualifying results done and dusted. Let's have a look at the final results there on your screen. Alex McEwen and Buttigieg absolutely by a 1 millimetre between the two of them. If you cross that line at the same time, nothing in it. Captain Kirk in third place. I keep thinking, he's not Macedonian. He's the Maltese Marvel. He's Matthias Falzon. Merv's Lovechild in 5th. Sandra's Lovechild in 6th. The Underground Mammal in 7th. The other of the Lovechild, the twin, in fact, of the Bullocks in 8th place. Humpty Dumpty in 9th. And Matt Munro does turn up and puts himself inside the top 10. Only 1.5 seconds. He'll find some more pace as the rest goes on, Christopher.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure he only just got home from work. So straight in and straight onto the sim for him. No warm-up, no practice. So race 1 will be the practice for him. Andre Elliott hitting the top 11 here tonight. Paul Buttigieg in 12th, sorry. There was a few people leaving the server, which shot him up the order a little bit. Jason McFadden down there in 13th. That's not where you usually would see this guy. Brody Barber down there in 14th. Scotty McEwen in 15th. Hayden Cook, Ezra Simons, Mitchell Cole, Ashley Poole, the new bloke. Alex Payne, another newie, down there in 20th. And the 2 broadcast cars down there in 21st, 22nd. But I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, 25 seconds to go before this server implodes. We're going to get out of here and get down to the starting line for race 1, which will be starting in just a couple of minutes. So fire up the Canaras, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get settled in for a night of racing. So to that I say, hell yeah, we will be back in a couple of minutes. We're back on track now, ladies and gents. All the drivers are now in their grid positions. Just waiting on a start. 2 minutes to go. Get your predictions in, but I mean it's going to be well $1.20, $1.25 for Alex McEwen out there out the front. He not only does he know this circuit, we've raced here before back in I think season 2 of Wednesday Cup. In the old what were they? The Radicals. It was
before my time.
Yeah, it was a cracking battle between myself and McEwen. But yeah, he's no stranger to this circuit, so I think he has the advantage over pretty much the rest of the guys who I can't imagine have done much racing here at all. But so Alex is the one to beat tonight, but he's got a couple of cool customers around him that would certainly like to take that from his grasp. Buttigieg is one of them. Kirk's another one. Falzon, Hughesy, if he can get up there early in this fight, he can go a bit further up the order, that's for sure. Curtis McManus as well. Look out for him moving through the order. Matt Munro, off the back of one of the worst driving displays I've ever seen, he's back again for round 2. So hopefully he can get around. Punt free tonight, Zach O'Reilly.
Punt free, and it's going to be exciting. 46 seconds left here. If you and Alex had a good time, I was only half a tenth off him by the time I had some practice today. So it would have been a three-way battle back in the Radical section. But nonetheless, Alex McEwen has got the chockies in his hand. Can he stop them from melting and keep them really refrigerated for the rest of the race? Is it just going to get too hot for him? And I reckon Jake Buttigieg could put some pressure point on him, Christopher Munro, for tonight. But it's a cracking-looking grid. All the colours of the rainbow there, nearly apart from purple, on the racing track here tonight. 15 seconds left. The lights are up here at Sugo Sportsland. 15 minutes, race 1. 2 more to go. Christopher Munro, this is all yours, my friend. Take it away.
Let's get excited, ladies and gentlemen. We're just about to kick off proceedings here for tonight in round 2 of the Wednesday Cup. It's lights out, and we are racing. Alex McEwen off to a typically good start. It looks like Buttigieg's just going to try and slide up the inside there, maybe cut off Will Kirk and his Ford Momentum, and does that too. It looks like everyone's just sliding through side by side here at the moment, about halfway down the field. That looks like Nick Mole. Who else is behind him? Matt Munro just getting out of the way there too, overtaking Igmanis off the start. Matt Munro taking up a couple of positions, so he's on the move. We're going to ride on board with him, see how he handles his first little lap. It looks like cars in front of him are line astern, so everyone keeping their wits about them here and not doing anything too stupid in the opening stanzas of this race. It's great to see clean racing all up and down the grid. Down here there's a battle as well. It looks like McFadden's dropping off the field here as well. He has gone off the inside there at Rainbow Curve. That's not where you want to be. He's going to drop down to almost last, maybe 4th, 5th last by the time he gets back into a rhythm. Brody Barber now as well has just had a bit of a gutser down the bottom of the hill. Matt Munro up in another position as well. He's got Curtis McManus now behind him with Nick Mole up the inside there. Andre Elliott giving him plenty of room, but he's off onto the bundar. He's gone. There he goes. He's tried to hold it together, but he's kept it off the wall somehow. Fantastic driving there from Andre Elliott. Wowee. Hughesy, though, giving Bullock some stick up the hill.
Oh, geez, Louise, it's all happening here now. That was excellent car control there from Andre Elliott, but he's in the worst place that he possibly could be there to come off the circuit at the fastest point. So not too bad, but Hughesy giving, I reckon James Bullock's going to get a little bit sweaty here. He's probably calling out to his brother in the other room going, mate, can you hurry up and give this guy some pressure because he's putting it all on me at the moment. And I think Hughesy here has got some pace underneath. A dark horse in the John Player Special liveried Praga. Looking very, very racy here at the moment through the S as we go up the hill once more into a heavy right-hand braking corner. You've got to get this corner right here, and it's just going to sail off into the distance as you come down the hill. Very, very opportunistic moment. What can Will Bullock do here in the grand scheme of things? Sandra's love child, the second, not getting the best of runs there, but only a little bit further into the distance goes Nathan Hughes over him. And there's a move up in front there. I reckon that was early on Falzon too for the move for Bullock. here in 4th place. Falzon under a bit of pressure here. 1.1 seconds away from the captain. So now all eyes are probably starting to dart backwards in the cockpit of that Praga for Matthias Falzon. What can he do? He's gone a little bit wide there coming up the hill. I think there could be a bit of suckage going on here if James Bullock gets the run. And there he is. He's just in that wheelhouse now of some suck, some rubber banding happening here at the moment. What can these drivers do? Even some defending also. What is Bullock going to do? Is he going to sail up the inside? No. That is very, very late on the brakes there from Falzon, but he pulls it up into Jaguar Praga. He's got that job done nicely. He's going to be a little bit hampered on exit. Bullock's going to try the shallow line into the downhill left-hander, coming up to another left-hander as well. Got to get this one right, else you're in trouble. But battle on here. Now it's going to be a 4-car battle between Matt Munro, Will Bullock, Nathan Hughes and James Bullock.
Oh, wow, Munro's just a little bit off the back of these two, but I'll tell you what, the more that they battle, that will certainly bring him and Egmanis, Nick Mole, Paul Buttigieg as well, all will gladly tack on to the back of this little battle. But it looks as if the two Bullock brothers are just applying the blowtorch to Hughes and Falzon respectively. And I'll tell you what, those two blokes will be thinking, geez, never mind the Bullocks. And that's a terrible reference there, back to the music days. Back to the drawing board as well, Munro. But poor old Pooley down here having a bit of a tough time. He's been dropping down the order. I've seen his name light up a couple of times, so a couple of off-track excursions here early for the debutant. But he, as we said earlier, he will get to grips with these cars and how to get the most out of them. But that's one eye on that. Poor old Andre Elliott on the recovery drive. Just goes up the inside of Simons there, but didn't leave too much to the imagination on the exit. And he will drop down another position down behind the chef. That's, it's gone from bad to worse there for Andre Elliott.
Yeah, the Andre Elliott, man, not looking too well tonight here. The chef has started to put the afterburners on now, getting that meat on the stove plate and trying to get his way around it. And I'll tell you what, speaking of that, here it comes. Bullock versus Falzon once again versus Hughes too. 3-way battle here now. The captain Kirk had a bit of an off before, so he's getting drawn back into this battle. All these guys have to do is race together. A bit of racecraft between the three of them can push themselves further up. Oh, no, there goes the captain. He's off. He's lost it all. He's gone facing the wrong way. He is at 180 degrees to the racing circuit, and that is all done. The afterburners did not come on. He has got shot out of the sky and obliterated into the galaxies at the moment. The captain, he's going to have to go back to the Enterprise and just think about what choices he made there, trying to get into ultrasonic speed or light speed, whatever you want to call it. But now it is a promotion for Falzon, Bullock, Hughes, Will Bullock and everyone else who's basically from 11th onwards now. And it's a race on here. Hughesy's got an absolutely brilliant run here up the hill, and even a bit of suckage battle for Bullock too in Falzon. Falzon's under all sorts of pressure. Hughesy's shitting himself because the server's rubber banding something chronic, but Bullock's going to go around the outside here and try and move there on Falzon. Can he get the job done? Oh, this is hairy into turn one, and now Hughesy's going to be the biggest benefactor out of this because Bullock's gone wide, and now Matthias Falzon can breathe some sort of relief out of it. But Hughesy promoted one place with the easiest pass of the night into 4th spot. He's only got one place to go, and that is a podium spot here for Nathan Hughes. He said to me in the practice server earlier that he probably couldn't replicate any more laps that he did there in the practice server. But geez Louise, that race pace at Hughes is on song. Heather Hughes, come into the chat if you're out there or if you're watching. Good to have you with us too, because your son is only 100 metres and not even thereabouts from taking a podium.
It was beautiful awareness as well from young Hughes there to get that overtake done. As the other two guys were battling, he just set it up and knew exactly where to put his car to go up the order in just a couple of places. But I tell you what, he's given Falzon the hurry up, and this is the battle for the podium positions, ladies and gents. So Hughesy will be feeling that, and I tell you what, Falzon will be feeling the pressure as well, because he's usually up the road battling it out with the lead pair. So maybe he just might be a little bit undercooked in the practice department, but Hughesy is ready to take advantage of all of that with both hands, and any mistakes that fall off the table, he'll be gladly there to clean up those little crumbs and scraps and take that 3rd position off Matthias Falzon tonight.
Yeah, definitely. And if Falzon's thinking about anything, it's thinking about where he can put that car, and he'll be learning as he goes around too, with a bit of clean air in front of him. He just keeps his eye forward, and that could be all it needs for Falzon to skip away from Hughes. But Hughesy is now monitoring where he is also driving compared to Falzon, finding out where the braking marking advantage could be. and setting up some sort of move, because if he sticks within this distance here, albeit 2.5 car lengths away, the pressure will build inside Falzon's helmet, and he'll be looking for some sort of way to get out of this. But that was a spin around for the Eggman. I'll tell you what, Humpty Dumpty is out of this, and he's fell off the wall. He's well and truly cracked at this point in time, sticking around there in 14th place, 15th now. The haircut's a good 16 seconds away, but here he comes actually straight through. Goes the haircut over Eggmana, so that is position 15 gone, 16 gone, now 17 gone for the Eggman, and that is disaster for him. He's not going to be too happy about that. Reset for race 2 coming his way in the grand scheme of things for Eggmanis, but Hughesy is setting PBs overall. Jeez Louise, this guy is quick, and he is right on the back once again of Falzon, climbing up the hill onto the front straightaway. We go one more time, Daft Punk style. Is he close enough for a bit of a suck battage? One more time. Oh, I don't know what's going to happen between the rest of them, but geez, here comes Hughes, pointing the nose, giving the pressure for Falzon. Falzon will be shitting himself under that helmet.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a little battle to kick things off. Nick Mole up the inside of Matt Munro, just caught napping perhaps up the hill. Matt Munro looking for the switchback. Oh, no, he's done it again. That's twice in 2 weeks. He might be banned from the qualifying stakes in the third time around. That is absolutely shocking. Matt Munro, do better than that. You give me a bad name. Here goes Andre Elliott, just getting past those two guys who just came together. Could be easily avoided. Zach O'Reilly, I need a glass of water. That's done me in.
Oh, geez Louise. Poor driving from Matt Munro. Even more. Ezra Simmons has gone off the track in the background with the Underground Mammal too. Oh, you couldn't have picked it any worse, because Ezra Simmons, if he's a perpetrator of that, another car. They're off in the background too. That's Pooley off in the background, swimming where the toxic water is out there in the bunda for him at the moment. Not in the best set of mind at the moment is Pooley, but geez Louise, Ezra Simmons gave me the punt of my life last night in another league, and geez Louise is on the other one. He did too. Holy mackerel, if you saw that, Chris, you would be absolutely singing to the high heavens and giving him a race ban. I'll give you the hot tip.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to get the old blood boiling here in the commentary box, but as they say, it's a lot easier to sit back and watch the proceedings as it is to be in the hot seat, and all the sensory input coming at you at lightning speed, and these drivers just making split-second decisions. It's all well and comfortable here in our high horse commentary box, where we've got all the angles and all the insights. But tell you what, they can still do better. I don't give a rat's toss bag. Zach O'Reilly, Jason McFadden now up into the 8th position. He's just had a bit of a wobble there, and he might just fall back into the lap of Paul Buttigieg.
No, not too bad from McFadden. Oh, he's gone wide there too. I just speak of the devil, Chris. You pointed out correctly. I stuck up for him, and I shouldn't have stuck up for him. And he's gone wide there again. He's sailed over the top of the ripple strip, absolutely yeeted himself. Here comes Paul Buttigieg. Straight up the inside, tried to go for a move, but couldn't get the curry on Jason McFadden. McFadden was in 16th, if you don't mind, so he is clawing his way through the field. We'll give him some credit at the moment. Paul is doing very, very well inside the top 10 here, and he's got 3.1 seconds between any him and Andre Elliott. So just race on here for Paul, just educating himself as the laps count down. 4 minutes and a bit left to go in this race 1 tonight. Matt Munro's had a shocker. He is falling down the grid. The chef's got past him, and then chef's got past him again. And now they're going hammer and tong. It is 2 for 2 here. Matt Munro, what can he do without punting someone? We don't know here. Here's Andre Elliott. It's a chef going to be undercooked or deliver a perfectly medium rare steak to Matt Munro behind him and just give him some of the chockies, because the Underground Mammal is also coming through too. Up the hill we go once more at Sugo Sportsland. If the chef has not got the afterburners on now, he is under all sorts of pressure, and he has got nothing in the cap at the moment. I'll tell you what, olive oil, bit of seasoning needed for chef, because Matt Munro has just sailed up the inside, and he's going to take P11 off Andre Elliott, albeit some more touching. Come on, Matthew. You are better than this. I'll tell you what, if I was up there in Queensland, your skinny little ass would be getting something from Chris Munro in here, I'll tell you what, in the commentary box. But nonetheless, he races on. Andre Elliott's lost 2 places out of that, and Nick Mould has got... No, yeah, it has. I don't know what's going on with the timing tower then. It's completely got me stuck. Oh, no, it was the chef. Sorry. The chef has gone back 2 places with that contact, and Nick Mole promoting himself up into 12th.
Yeah, I was just going to say, AC doing AC things, so you can never quite tell if it's a glitch or whatever, but...
I'll turn it up.
That's that's AC for you. Down here in 17th position, 16th position, should I say, Igmanis Simons, Scotty McEwen are locked in a tight little battle here. It looks like Igmanis has the suck down the hill on Scotty, but he will pull out in the Jimmy Broadbent coloured Goldie Praga R1 that he raced in the Britcar Series, and just absolutely fangs it wide. And here goes Scotty McEwen up again around the outside. Here goes Simons chiming in as well in the Ferrari coloured Praga R1. Beautiful livery that as well. Oh, there goes Igmanis as he says it, parks it straight into the fence. That will be the end of any sort of celebrating that he was about to get done here in this race. Up the front, the Bullock boys are getting stuck into each other. Never mind the Bullocks, because they're right next to each other here on track 5th and 6th.
Yeah, 100%. And they're looking very, very racy too. Both of them, 5th and 6th. Not too, but actually, no, yeah, it is 5th and 6th. And the captain is trying to claw his way back. The Starship Enterprise is coming back into fruition here, into the scene, ladies and gentlemen. But Nathan Hughes has not got past Matthias Falzon at this point in time. Still 4/10. They're absolutely neck and neck in the pace department. But if they keep fighting and battling, if Hughesy gets half a sniff over Falzon, the two Bullocks behind them will be right on them. And look at this pace there that Falzon. He's pushing that car within an inch of the degree. And now Hughesy's got... Oh, but no, they've touched! And they're both off. They're into the book, and they're going to go into the fence and around and upside down. They both go. That is not the way you wanted to finish. So Nathan Hughes will be kicking himself. Unlike Hughesy to make an error like that over Falzon, there will be some shouting in the Discord at each other at that one. And Bullock's even been caught up in that too. No way. What has happened to James Bullock? He is out of this race and absolutely dead set pissing his pants. He will be shitty at the boat at this point in time. Yeah. And everyone just coming to fruition here. Poor Bodygig's got himself up into 8th. And Andre Elliott back in the top 10 after all that nonsense.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a great recovery there from Andre Elliott down the bottom half of the field earlier on in this race. James Bullock just getting tangled up in that little bit of a mess there in the final turn. 33 seconds to go in this race. Where is our leader? He's about halfway around now as we speak. So I think this might be the final lap. So we're going to tune in to our eventual race winner here, Alex McEwen, as he comes down through the last final couple of turns here now into the big long sucker, the big long 110R. 10 seconds to go. Will he slow down or will he just power onto the line and make us do another lap? 5 seconds is going to be very close.
He's not going to get there.
Is he going to get there? No, he's not. Alex McEwen crosses the line, though, to take the checkered flag in race 1. And in a very dominant fashion indeed. Jake Buttigieg crossing the line in 2nd position. Tell you what, the podiums are starting to come in thick and fast for JB. And William Bullock now as well. I think that might be his first podium here in the Wednesday Cup. So a lot of shake-ups happening here tonight. Will Kirk on the recovery drive as well. He had some battles of his own to get through in that race. 4th position for him. Falzon, we saw what happened to him. He won't be happy. Neither will actually McFadden will be happy with that. He was struggling to keep that thing on the circuit. Nathan Hughes. Oh, what could have been. Podium slipped out of the fingers there. PB, what a cracking drive there from him as well. Andre Elliott, as we said, and James Bullock rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, Matt Munro in 11th, Underground Mammal in 12th place there as well. The Chef in 13th. Gordon Ramsay's going to be angry at him as well. Brody Barber, the haircut, coming back after he stuffed up someone's skin fade and managed to get the curly locks back with the female counterpart of his, and in 14th place. Edra Simmons, the serial killer, in 15th. Scotty McEwen in 16th. He's got 15 places to go before he can start taking over the dominance factor in the McEwen household over his son Alex, who won the race. Alex Payne, definitely feeling every bit of that. Igmanis as well, cracked it early and then cracked it mid, and then he was basically just all over the place for Igmanis in 18th place. Poole swimming in some toxic water. And Mitchell Cole, the rapper, actually, in 20th there, finishing dead set last.
Yep. What a race. There was dominance out front, but plenty of little battles, steamy battles up and down the field to keep all our whistles in the wettest form they can be in. And I'll tell you what, it's starting to salivate already thinking about race 2, because we've got a top 10 reverse grid coming up shortly, ladies and gents. That means James Bullock and Andre Elliott will battle it out off the front row. Paul Buttigieg and Nathan Hughes behind him. That will be interesting. Hughes will be, oh, geez, his eyes will be lighting up with that. Don't you worry about that. Jason McFadden, Matthias Falzon behind those guys with Kirk and Bullock. Buttigieg and Alex McEwen will start off the fifth row with Matt Munro behind him. So bit of danger for those two blokes as well. You never know where that Mercedes R1 will end up into the turn, usually up your rear quarter panel from what we've seen so far. But I tell you what, hopefully all these guys go back and have a little look at themselves in the mirror and get their driving standards sorted out. It wasn't the worst, to be honest, but it could always be better. Race 2 coming up, Zach O'Reilly.
Yep, race 2 coming our way. 16 minutes reverse top 10 grid coming right at us here in the commentary box at SimSational TV. And I reckon we've got a new nickname for Matt Munro. It is Mr. Pit Maneuver himself, because that's all he seems to be doing at the moment here in the racing land. But nonetheless, go get those condiments refilled, ladies and gents, and make sure you got that Canara fired up. If you're in Victoria or South Australia, whack that aircon on, because it is as hot as a dodgy Vindaloo here at this point in time. No Canaras in sight, but we'll be back for race 2 here at SimSational TV. Don't go anywhere.
More than anyone.
Welcome back, ladies and gents. We've got a top 10 reverse grid now from the finishing order of race 1. That means Bullock is off pole there with Andre Elliott on his outside in the McLaren livery. Who's that? Paul Buttigieg behind him with Hughesy on the inside. Keep an eye on him, ladies and gents. Jason McFadden as well. The Maltese... What is he? The Maltese bloody marauder down there in 7th. Marvel. Will Kirk there in 8th. We saw him. He started off well in that last race. Unfortunately, copping a bit of funny business there and dropping down the order. Tell you what, I do not know where my... No, that's it. We're racing. I don't know when the lights are going to come up, ladies and gents.
1 minute and 48 seconds to go, Christopher.
Plenty of time, Zach O'Reilly.
Plenty of time, and the old trick has got to the best of us here in the commentary box. We're on the grid. Hopefully there's no SimSational TV van just chilling on the racing line when we go green. But we will see what happens here. We've got an absolutely incredible grid. James Bullock and Andre Elliott are off the front row, as you can see there. Paul Buttigieg. Did I say James Bullock and Andre Elliott? I think I did. Paul Buttigieg and Nathan Hughes, second row. Jason McFadden, Matthias Falzon off the third. Will and Will in Kirk and Bullock next to each other in 7th and 8th. And then you got 9th and 10th of Buttigieg and McEwen. And that is Buttigieg Jr. versus McEwen Jr. So the two juniors are right up next to each other. Matt Munro in 11th place will be wanting to get through that grid and follow the fast guys as well. So that could be interesting with the underground mammal, the chef, haircut, serial killer, McEwen Sr., Mr. Alex Payne himself, Egg Marnus and Ashley Poole with Mitchell Cole as well. Round out your grid there, Christopher Munro. 42 seconds left here before lights are up.
21 cars on the grid. Or is it 20? I think it's 20. As both bookends are broadcast cars. So, yeah, 20 cars out there on the grid. F1 size, we're happy with that. 20 cars is always good. But if you're keen out there and you want to get involved, first I'll give us a like and a subscribe on the channel, but you'll find the AK Racing Discord as well in the link where you can join up the community and come and get racing. But speaking of racing, we're about to do that right here on our screens because we've got 3, 4, 5, 6 lights up and we are about to go racing here, and we do, and it's a pretty tardy start from the front. It looks like Andre Elliott's got the really good going there of the second phase of drive, and he will lead now into turn 1. Bullock on his outside. Buttigieg up behind him. Nathan Hughes getting involved. These cars going side by side. Looks like Jason McFadden around the outside of Falzon, and Kirk now just giving him a bit of a hurry up as well. Behind him, though, Jake Buttigieg, Will Bullock, and Alex McEwen just diving up the inside of Will Bullock. Matt Munro just searching for a way through, but there is no way through because it's a tight little circuit there. Look at Bullock just getting up on that sausage curve. Very dangerous indeed. As you see him dropping down the order, we're going to go back to the pits and get our van off the track. But look, the battle for the lead is on now. Andre Elliott has now been left. He's left the door open a little bit there for James Bullock down the hill, and he's got the suck. He's got the better going of it here. Just needs to get on the brakes and spot his turn-in marker. But these two are going to go side by side again, wheel to wheel. Oh, gee whiz. Oh, I'm dying. Zach, take over.
Emphysema Munro calling the action, ladies and gents. We have got a absolute ripsnort of a battle here. Who's going to get the better run at the 110R up the hill? It looks like it's pretty safe at the moment for Andre Elliott for the first lap commencing, and it's about to finish. But it looks like James Bullock's got a rip-over run over the top. Here goes the suck. Now he's got the inside run here. He's going to take the chockies here for P1 in race 2. Nathan Hughes looking on and hoping these guys come to fruition and he can get himself into the battle, but they don't. So it is now James Bullock leading over Andre Elliott versus Nathan Hughes as well, right behind him. And a good battle away. The underground mammal has come completely out of sorts and order as well. He's getting into an absolute nightmare of a battle because he has got Alex McEwen right behind him, Simmons in front of him. So this is all happening between them. McEwen's going to try and go up the inside, thinks better of it. Simmons has gone wide there too. So the serial killer's come up proper behind them as well. It's all happening. Scotty McEwen, Payne, Poole, everyone's having a good crack at each other as they sail through the S's here. You can see they've all just got themselves back in racing order. Mole trying to go around the outside, trying to burrow his way somehow past Alex McEwen. Go the switchback move up the inside. Can't get the job done at the moment. He's going to have half a suck run down the back straightaway here. Coming down the hill at Sportsland Sugo. Mitchell Cole there too, coming off the circuit back on nicely. But the battle is still happening here, and it's happening between the Chef and Buttigieg as well. They're having a good crack at each other. Jake Buttigieg versus the Chef. These two can come together at some point. Buttigieg's got the chockies so far. And I reckon by the time we come around to the next timing interval, you will see a possible change for position here between Hughes, Elliott, McEwen, Buttigieg, and maybe the Chef as well, because they've all got some sort of suck, and McEwen's got that now as we go up the hill. He is going to try and get all over the back and the rear gearbox here of that Praga R1 over Ezra Simmons. He's going to pull out of the slipstream now safely to avoid any rubber banding collision. Gets that job done here, under brakes into 8th position, as easy as you like for Alex McEwen. Thank you, mother full of rabbits.
Easy stuff there for Alex McEwen as he sets his eyes forward now, and he'll be looking for no less than P1 here. Don't you worry about that, ladies and gents. He has the pace, he has the racecraft to get that job done. But I'll tell you what, all the guys in front, Cook, Buttigieg and co, will all have something to say about that indeed. In the meantime, Jason McFadden and Matt Munro have both dropped down to the very back of the grid, which is concerning to say the least. I'm not going to assume anything happened there between those two guys, but the proof's in the pudding, so we'll have to just see what the post-race incidents reports look like, I suppose. But up here at the front, it's all happening because Hughesy is on fire tonight. He's got his eye in. He's got that JPS bloody #1 car looking ridiculously awesome, and it is on rails as well at this point in time. He's all over the back of Andre Elliott. James Bullock just trying to eke out a little bit of a lead. He's got half a second up his sleeve so far. I'll tell you what, it's not going to be like that forever because Hughesy is, I think, has the better pace out of these two, him and Elliott. But Elliott just putting his car in the right places to keep young Hughes behind.
Speaking of the pace, he did a 122 dead. It's only a 10th off qualifying pace already here in the grand scheme of things for Nathan Hughes. So he is flying, albeit a little bit of a slipstream help there, but nonetheless, he's only half a second off qualifying. He's got his eye in, as Munro said, right then and there on your screen, ladies and gents. He is flying. Can Nathan Hughes get any dividends from his investment at the moment? Igmanis trying to get a little bit more out of his race rather than the last one, sitting in 13th at the moment, doing a very nice job. And the battle is happening between, I reckon that's Barber and Simmons in front of them too. Haircut's going to go up the inside of Simmons. The serial killer's been outplayed and out-detected because he's lost 2 places and even collided with the side there of Captain Kirk. Captain Kirk's had a shocker too. He is sitting down there in 11th place and trying to get back up the grid. You can see that podium place ever so slipping away, and same with Falzon too, not being able to get through anything. We might have missed something there too because there's a couple of quick guys here in the latter half of the teens on the grid. Oh, that's disaster! Barber and Kirk have come together, and Captain's racing the wrong way once again. 2 out of 2. I'll tell you what, Meatloaf would be singing if it's 3 times tonight, because that is 2 out of 3 possibly for the captain. He's gone right down to the last position, apart from Jason McFadden, who has come into the pits. But Buttigieg now side drafting with Will Bullock. So it's Love Child versus the Corporal here. Who's going to keep the position? I'm not too sure. He's going to try around the outside as Buttigieg. He sails around the outside. Bullock's right there with him, giving each other perfect racing room. If they squeeze each other now, disaster. Bullock's off into the bunda, and he's out of this one. He got a bit tail happy and sideswiped himself into Buttigieg. I don't think there was anything nefarious or anything either of them could have done there. And McEwen just sailed away into 6th place, got the position done and dusted, and he's only 4/10 of a second away. Oh no! Even more collision, and there goes the Chef. Bullock, Egbartis, Falzon, everyone's involved in that. Bullock's come out worse. The Rappers got through too, and they are absolutely shitting themselves. There'll be damage, more cracks in the nudist beach, and some windscreens on those Bragas too, after all that shenanigans. And here comes Matt Munro from the back of the grid, and he's probably going to look for a pit maneuver here after seeing what Will Bullock did. Probably go for some sort of move and take him out. Oh, he nearly does there, right on cue. Jeez. Thank you very much, Matt Munro.
Super coach, just talking us through all the highlights here. Never too far away from the truth there, but let's ride on board then, because this is the tightest battle on circuit here. Munro looking for a long move there down the inside. It's not going to work for him, but certainly has the exit now all over the back of Will Bullock. It's clattering across the curves, but you can see the difference in middle corner speed there. It looks like Matt Munro just very very quick in the mid part of these corners, and poor old Bullock just stalling at least on the apexes there, and really hampering Munro's efforts to try and get up underneath the rear wing to let that suck take effect. But I'll tell you what, it's hard to get up there if you cannot be consistently through the turns and straight. But there goes, speaking of straight, there goes Will Bullock straight through there at turn 1. So he goes back a position. Alex McEwen goes up a position as he gets past Paul Buttigieg on the sly. He's up to 4th position already. Wowee. Paul Buttigieg top 5 though. He'll be cheering with that. He's got his son behind him there in the background.
Yeah, I was going to say, this could be senior versus junior battle once more. We don't see many of these. We've seen it in the Fergo household in past Wednesday Cups, and it could be Paul versus Jake very, very soon. McEwen watch, he's in 4th at the moment, so he's got 3 and a bit seconds to make up to get himself onto the 3rd step and the final step of the podium. But here comes Jake Buttigieg over Paul. They will both be shouting at each other. One's in one state, the other one's in the other. I reckon you could hear them. Anyway, they'll be communicating telepathically between each other, going, I'm coming for you, Dad. Don't you worry about that. You used to smack me and around the racetrack, and now it's my time to get on the back bumper and give you some curry of your own. But I reckon at this point in time, I want to see some defence here from Paul. I want to see some full hardcore stuff. He's not going to do it locking up into turn 1. No, that's invited his son right onto his clacker already. Air Malta 1-2 landing here at Tokyo Airport so far. Can they get the runway clear and not collide with each other Tenerife style? We'll see what happens between the two of them as we get through the S's. Paul's just a little bit late on the apex, not as healthy on the inside, just giving it a little bit more room versus his son. Jake's going to try and break a little bit earlier and get that nose pointed in. He does so beautifully there, and he's later on the anchors is Paul. He's going to run wide here. That's going to invite Jake straight up the inside, but he's got defensive with Paul and stuck it there and said, no, I'm not giving you that one, but he's given it away just by default. And Jake Buttigieg Jr. gets around him, and job done for now.
Yeah, nice and clean as well. So Christmas cards stay in place
still
for this
in
year.
there.
Yep, absolutely, still on the list, but plenty of season to go. So you might just see a little line get crossed through some of these guys' Christmas card list. Speaking of the chef down here in 11th position, who's that off in front? Mitchell Cole has opened up the door now for the chef, and he's turning up the heat. Indeed, he's got the deep fryer going. He's got the chips in there, and they're bubbling away nicely. And he's still got Mitchell Cole in his sights, about 5 tenths now, so losing a little bit of time there in the 3rd sector. The chef, I'll tell you what, Chef Ramsey will be watching along with a keen eye, saying, "Get that in the oven, it's raw." But look at the pace difference here on those two up the straight. Here it was 5 tenths at the start of the straight, and now he's 2 tenths in front at the other end. So, I don't know what's going on there with Mitchell Cole's car. These cars are all fixed setups, by the way, so they're all running the same aero settings. So a really big pace disparity between those two guys at the end of the straight. And look out, the torpedo has moved in, ladies and gentlemen. The sights are locked. Torpedo. Here we go. He goes up the inside.
Oh, no.
And contact. Off he goes. Sends poor old Cookie off. Mitchell Cole off into the weeds. I tell you what, there might have to be a steward's investigation here tonight. This is all happening. Where is there a battle? Let's have a look here. Up, it's Cook again on the back of Elliott.
Yeah, definitely. There's got to be something going on in the stewards, surely. Some sort of penalty coming his way in Matt Munro. But geez Louise, another punterino. That is incredible. Yep, the straight line difference was wacky, said Nick Mallow. Yep, 100% in the chat. Matt Munro now just getting through on Payne, and so will Egmanis, I reckon, on Payne within the next corner or two at the moment, feeling every bit of his last name. Here's Payne. Oh, no! That is Andre Elliott off into the bunda. He's just got back onto the circuit, nearly took out Matt Munro. Probably should have, if I asked me, after his behaviour tonight. But anyway, Andre Elliott being the bigger of the two and just getting back onto the circuit nicely. Jeez Louise, it's happening at the back here. You can't keep your eyes off it at all. It's all happening. The underground mammal has gone down a couple of positions, or is the timing tower just doing weird things to me? I'm not too sure, but something has happened for the underground mammal. He is sliding down that order at this point in time. Oh, no, it's just the timing tower doing weird things. So ignore me. get rid of the hyperbole. Chris Munro, it's all yours, mate.
Yeah, it's back to it. Andre Elliott down here, just as we saw, slipping off the track. So he's got Mr. Payne in front of him. Hopefully doesn't give him too much of that on the way past, as we see him now just sliding up the inside, easy as you like, through turn, I think it's 8. That is definitely Rainbow Corner. I think it's Rainbow Corner. Very nice names here in Japan. They always name the corners in a weird way, but that's just Japanese culture for you there. Anyway, up front though, looks like Matthias Falzon is now just bitten into that lead of Mole. Now he's sitting about 2.5 tenths behind in the suck as well. Thought about it. Shows the nose there into turn 1, and that was enough to force the mistake there from Mole as well. Just a little showing of the nose that distracted Mole enough to miss his brake marker, and he goes deep. Falzon goes up to 6th, Mole down to 7th. Play on.
Play on indeed, and it could be a situation where these two guys come to fruition in terms of race pace and maybe follow one another and keep themselves right next to each other. The Underground Mammal's had a great drive here tonight in 7th place. He'll be happy with this so far. He's just got to keep it on the black stuff, and he'll be within the top 10 after. The captain's had a mare as well. Him and the haircut have come together in the background somehow, and they are both facing the wrong way at some point at the worst possible location, at pit exit, if you don't mind. Turn 1 has come to fruition for both of them. McManus is in 12th now too. But driver of the night so far here looks to be James Bullock. He is 6 seconds gone over Nathan Hughes. And Alex McEwen is hunting down the back of Nathan Hughes now too. So he's just going to lose a place here if he's not careful over McEwen. 2 minutes left. There's only 2 minutes, 2 laps, I would say, here left as well. And Matt Munro inside the top 10 somehow has made a clean pass tonight, but McEwen is on the prowl. He is getting all over the back here of Nathan Hughes. I think Hughes is just going to have to give him something to think about in Alex McEwen. Just in that position, mate. Don't give it away too much. This is P2 we're talking about. Don't settle for just a podium. Settle for the second step. Make Alex work for it. He's just dominating this lead championship at the moment. Give him something to think about. I reckon that JPS has just got to insert some Ayrton Senna and maybe go for hammer and tongs, set in that mindset. I was just at one with the car. I did not know. Nothing was happening around me. And I was just at one with my machine. If he's going to keep that up at the moment here with 5 tenths of a second between the two of them, that could be the difference between Alex getting on second place and Hughesy relinquishing that. But oh no, he's gone off into the bunda. That's invited. That's half a sniff here. We're up the back section of Sugo Sportsland here, ladies and gents. This is the corner that counts. Who can get the best run? McEwen set purple sector in number 2. He is absolutely smelling some sort of prey here. 53 seconds ago. This is the last lap. Has Hughesy got the run? He knows he's gone defensive. He's hearing me in the stream, but it's not going to be enough here. If he doesn't go to the inside, McEwen's just going to sail around the outside here to take P2. Last lap battling here for the both of them. What's Hughesy going to do? He's going to be late on the brakes, but McEwen's just sent it around the outside. It's Australia Post Express style. Got that job done, and that is all over bar the shouting now for Alex McEwen. He's not the new race leader because Bullock is in front. The absolute mare here for the director tonight. This guy is our race leader and has basically led from the whole race tonight. But McEwen versus Hughes, that battle is all over bar the shouting now for P2. Hughes is going to settle for 3rd.
Yeah, he sure is. It's one of those things. How much do you insert the mongrel when you're trying to hold on? For one more lap, I reckon it's acceptable to go full mongrel style because, you know, that's the great thing about league racing. We're aware of how Alex drives, and he is on the conservative side when it comes to aggression. You can use that to your advantage sometimes and play the bit of a mutt out there and try and bully him a little bit. But I tell you what, sometimes you just don't have the pace to do that at all. So you're basically just a sitting duck. Nothing much to be had there. But where is our race winner? He's about to cross the line, ladies and gentlemen. He's coming up the hill here. It's his first win in Wednesday Cup here in season 15. James Bullock crosses the line for the for race 2. Great job, great drive. Was never sighted. He just absolutely buggered off. He had a little bit of a tussle there early with Elliott. He ended up in 13th. Bullock takes the chockies.
Oh, well done to James Bullock. Congratulations, mate. Debutant win for you tonight. You've popped that cherry Your W plates have been taken off. You can now display a trophy proudly in some way, shape or form for that first place. McEwen in second after the Nathan Hughes versus him passing battle. There in third place was Nathan Hughes. Buttigieg in fourth, and Paul Buttigieg in the top 5. If you don't mind, well done to Buttigieg Senior, the captain out of the two. He has taken the chockies in 5th place. Matthias Falzon gathered his way into 6th place. Nick Mole will be very happy with 7th. The serial killer in 8th. The chef in 9th. The top 10, that's not bad. I reckon he'll stay in Hell's Kitchen for one more episode here at the moment in Gordon Ramsay's style. But Matt Monroe, Mr. Pit Maneuver himself, has pitted every car in front of him tonight possible and get himself into the top 10 here for race 2 with Egmanis in 11th. Christopher.
We've got Bullock in 12th with Kirk in 13th, not having the best of nights, and Andre Elliott as well in that boat. Mr. Payne down there in 15th, certainly feeling it. The pool man is just wet out there and loving it, I'm sure. The Brody Barber, the haircut there in 17th, loving life. Scotty McEwen in 18th, with Jason McFadden having an absolute shocker, with Mitchell Cole down there in 20th position. That is race 2 done and won. A few different winners out here tonight, ladies and gents. This it just goes to show how close this series is. If you haven't already, ladies and gents, get on the subscribe train. We're on the road to 1,000. Well, we're back on the road to 1,000. We're close to 900 now, which is the home stretch. I don't know what happens at 1,000. We might have to think of something to do live on stream. Might
have to get some Kmart sponsorship, I reckon, and go get some $5 volleys. And do a shoey, I reckon, is what we need to do.
Shoey should be done from the RM Williams only.
Well, I don't own any of them. Maybe someone out there can donate me some or send some through from Marketplace. But nonetheless, 1,000 is on the cards here, ladies and gents, tonight. But that's race 2. Done, won, and run. Debutant winner. Second race victory. It's different. Second different victor in the race department here tonight. 2 out of 3 done and 1 run. 17 minutes. Reverse top 15. Oh, geez, this is going to be spicy. I think we've got Alex Payne off the front row of the grid with Andre Elliott right behind him. So, no, you
top
go
12.
Anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Top 12, sorry. Top 12. I'm completely wrong once again. Right. Bullock off the front row and William Egmanis right next to him. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gents. SimSational TV is going to rip snort it into the light here on your Wednesday for race 3 at Wednesday Cup. He's going to rip snort it into the light here on your Wednesday for race 3 at Wednesday Cup. He's going to rip snort it into the light here on your Wednesday for race 3 at Wednesday Cup. He's going to rip snort it into the light here on your Wednesday for race 3 at Wednesday Cup.
We're back for race 3, ladies and gents, boys and girls.
Animals of all ages.
Animals of all ages. That's a good one. Animals and air conditioners of all ages.
All brands and types.
All brands
Yes.
and types. William Bullock off the front row there on his outside in the Jimmy Broadbent livery there. It's Curtis Egmanis. Behind him, Matt Munro there, the torpedo. Watch out for him. Who's that there? Nick Mole, is it? No. Cookie in the Zildjian. That's a really cool livery, by the way. Let's go and have a look at that one.
That would be the gold-plated zebra. Let's call it that, I reckon. The gold-plated zebra. Oh no, he's gone back to the pits.
What's happened here?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, he can. He actually can, I'm pretty sure. That's going to be a disaster, actually, for Chef. No, he's exited the survey. He's gone.
He's gone. He might be coming back. Maybe he's loaded the wrong setup.
Not that you can, because it is fixed setup here at Wednesday Cup.
The wrong fuel amount, perhaps.
He's got 58 seconds left to go, Chris. So he's got a little bit of time. Or he's back in now. He's back on the grid. So he's very, very quick ram setup on that PC of his. Yeah. But look at that grid, ladies and gents. Bullock, Egmanis, row 1 and row 1, basically. 1, 2, Matt Munro off the second with the Chef next to him. Serial Killer in 6th. Nick Mole in 7th. Matthias Falzon. The Buttigieg Jr. and Senior next to each other, if you don't mind, with Husey and McEwen rounding out your top 12 for that grid. Bullock in James, Captain Kirk, Andre Elliott, Payne. Poole has not entered the server in 16th. Haircut, Scotty McEwen, the senior of the two, and Jason McFadden with Mitchell Cole round out those final 2 cars on the grid there. But the lights are up, Christopher Munro. This is going to be exciting. 17 minutes coming your way. Reverse top 12. This could be hairy.
Yeah, absolutely. Get ready for hold on to your hats, ladies and gents, because we're about to go racing here for the last time tonight at Sportsland Sugo. The lights are green, and it's a pretty even start, actually, from all involved here at the front. But it looks like Egmanis just starting to stretch his legs in the second half of this opening stanza. But Bullock around the outside goes, bam, thank you very much. Can we get 2 different Bullocks winning 2 different races here tonight? That might be no, it won't be a first. I remember the Munro brothers did take a V8 round in that fashion once upon a time. But look at this battle here with Simons just going backwards. Falzon up the inside. As you see, McEwen just getting balked there as well. Buttigieg looking up the inside now. This is a nice little battle here. Buttigieg up the inside of Alex McEwen. Alex gives him plenty of room. Both these drivers giving each other plenty of room. Buttigieg has the better of it, and he will go up into 8th position. Thank your mother for the rabbits. But Nick Mole now has the suck on his old mate Matt Munro, who he punted or got punted by in race 1. So we're going to see maybe some fireworks stepping up for this one race in race 3, Zucker Riley.
Yeah, look, a cracking opening lap there from everyone, really. It's been anything but something coming to fruition, apart from Paul Buttigieg. He's sailed down the field, to be quite truthful, in 13th. So he needs to get his race face on and be a bit more brutal, because here comes Andre Elliott trying a trailer park girl move around 110R, around the outside. 2 trailer park girls go around the outside. And he's going to keep the chockies there at the moment. But I reckon that will be Jason McFadden trying to get there. Thank you, Bobster, for subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate that, mate. That is awesome stuff. The journey to 1,000 is one more step closer. Sure is. And Buttigieg is in 13th in senior, driving the wheels like that thing. And look at McFadden versus Elliott. The 2 Rangyard boys, side by side. They all be in different colours, carbon fibre versus yellow. And that is all done for Jason McFadden. He's at an absolute mare tonight, has Brian's cousin. He nearly sailed it into the back of Buttigieg too. Pulled it up just at the point of not. The vinegar stroke was nearly on for McFadden in the passing department. Thought second about it. Keeps it nice and tidy for now on. But, geez, this is a 3-car battle. Elliott, McFadden versus Buttigieg. You've got 3 old bastards driving the wheels off these cars between 12th, 13th, all the way down to 15th. And there's a train behind them too. We've got Payne, Barber and Paul all having a good crack with each other, and that is going to be awesome. Oh no, what's happened to the chef? He's undercooked another piece of steak tonight. He's gone down from 5th place, and Hughesy's had a mare too. You can see them both sliding down the grid. McFadden's also dropped the position as well. So this could be interesting to see what's going on between all of these drivers. Elliott's got past him too, so those gaps are ever so close here. Oh, there goes Andre Elliott again, using more of the track than he possibly should. He's going to get hampered here coming around the 110R unless those tyres are up the temp here. McFadden's going to try and get a run on him up the hill underneath the Dunlop overpass. Can we get the job done for McFadden? He's just in that suck range now, not far enough away. The pace is even neck and neck. He's going to show the nose, but a false sort of move there for McFadden, just trying to suss Andre Elliott out into a move.
Oh, he's done it again.
Buttigieg's gone around the outside too far this time, and he's missed the trailer park. He's gone straight down to the Centrelink house and just said, nope, I might take me check and leave it for the rest of it. Oh, no, McFadden's around and he's hit Andre Elliott. Oh, my goodness, McFadden had an absolute mare in the last 3 races we've ever broadcast him in. Oh, geez, it's just going from bad to worse. I think McFadden's going to have to get some testosterone into him and grow some balls, mate.
Yeah, you got to talk to Fabian Fitness out there and try and get some of the banned substances or whatever he's got going on in his basement down there. But unfortunate there for McFadden, because he made that beautiful move up the inside and 2 for 1 there on Paul Buttigieg and Elliott. But as we saw him just make a meal of that and get collected on the way through. But tell you what, these 4 guys here at the moment, that is the chef, about to get looked at underneath there by Falzon, but I just don't know if he has the grip there on the inside. The outside line, you can just sort of slingshot your way around, which is what Jake Buttigieg has done now, and actually just given poor old Falzon a bath on the way through. He goes, thank you very much. Falzon's an absolute sitting duck here at the moment because McEwen moves over to the inside and he will have the preferred line now. Going up into turn 1, almost 3, just squeezing together here, but McEwen keeping it nice and tidy as well as Falzon just on his outside there. Both very respectful drivers here today. Wowee, and they both get past Cookie, but almost gets absolutely smashed by Kirk on the inside there, but Kirk makes the position up as well. Great driving there and awareness from Kirk to just avoid a slow-moving Zildjian machine there of Cookie, and gets away with it. But I tell you what, the battle's on here. Falzon and McEwen. These two are the speedy customers here around in the Wednesday Cup. So action is about to take place. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, yeah, here we go. This is a suck battle now. McEwen versus Falzon. 2 of the quickest drivers on the circuit. That is an awesome livery too. One of my other favourites in the Jaguar for Falzon, but he's not got the pace here at the moment to put something for McEwen to think about. I reckon McEwen's just got the brain smarts and probably going to go, yep, I'll get you at 110R. Just keep this sort of wide apex stuff up, mate, and I'll go there. And yes, that's exactly what's happened here now. He's going to sail around the outside, go the long way around for the initial corner, but it gives you the slingshot up the hill, and he's definitely just going to sail around the outside Scandia style over Falzon here, up the hill, underneath the overpass we go. He's going to have to do it the hard way, though. Here is McEwen trying to do a trailer park girl move. Can he get the job done? Falzon's going to break really deep here. They're both going to break deep. Captain Kirk got the best view. They nearly touched there. That was a bee's dick between them. By jingos, that was something to behold. Oh, it's happened again. And oh, no, there it goes. There he goes. Falzon's in the wall. He is facing the wrong way. Disaster for Matthias Falzon. He'll be spewing about that. That is something to have a look at with the stewards too, I would say, as I call it. And he's sailed all the way down from 5th place down to 16th. That is absolutely no consolation prize at all. And McEwen's off too. McEwen spun around. He's waiting because he knows that was his fault. Yep. So that is what you do. Racing 101, ladies and gents. Redress how it should be in any shape, way or form. And that has allowed Jake Buttigieg up into 4th place here. And he's going to take the underground mammal up the inside. Job done at the moment here. Sails into 3rd place. Now he's got Egmanus and Will Bullock in front of him, albeit 4.5 seconds away. Yeah, 4.5 seconds away. It seems like a lot, but the gap between the 2 leaders is sitting around half a second. So that's kind of close when you're on the racetrack. And if those guys get any closer, they will start battling, and that will bring Jake Buttigieg even closer to that action. So don't look away for a minute here, folks. There's still 10 minutes to go, and there's going to be plenty of battles, and I suspect 1 or 2 for the lead of this race. You can see now Egmanus just taking another 10th out of Will Bullock here at the time being. But I tell you what, Bullock has taken all the notes down that his brother's given him on how to lead a race and finish it off and win that thing.
because he's doing all the right things currently, putting his car in the correct positions. But tell you what, 9.5 minutes is a long time to defend a race win.
Yeah, definitely. And I reckon here with 4 and a bit seconds, oh no, what's happened to Mole and Munro? That is something we need to look at again.
They're all right.
It's all right. We're back on stream with here. Munro has got himself into 4th place, albeit losing a position. I think he was in 3rd earlier on in this race too. But nonetheless, Mole and Munro battle is a little bit petering out at this point in time, as the Underground Mammal got something to think about. He's locked the brakes up coming in to the right-hander, but that's going to invite the captain into this too. The captain's on the charge here tonight. Yeah. Well and truly got the afterburners on, sailing through the galaxy, and he's trying to get himself back up into those podium positions. He was quickest in that middle sector, but that won't hamper him too much there. A little bit of a slide. Just got to get it set up for 110R up the hill at the moment. Can he get the job done? We'll find out very, very shortly indeed. I don't think he's close enough here at this point in time for the captain to get a run, but nonetheless on the prowl, and he's going to be involved in the 3-way battle here. If Matt Munro has one unforced error coming his way, Nick Mole's going to be right on him. Mole's gone wide there too, so that's going to invite a little bit of a sniff there for the captain as well. He's going to go shallow, he's going to go wide, then he's going to cut it in here into the double left-hander coming up. What is the Underground Mammal going to do? Can he burrow his way back through past Matt Munro? We're not too sure. Munro's had a mare through that little section. Now through the S's again. Ride that inside curb. Don't get the car point you too far out into the bunda. He's just got the job done nicely, but not too bad here at the moment. Oh, here goes. Here we go. Here goes a move coming up here for the Underground Mammal. He's just got to keep it pointed straight and well, but he can't get the job done. A beautiful exit there, albeit but the sliding there for Matt Munro as we sail down the back straight here at Sugo Sportsland. I'll tell you what, these guys are not letting go of each other. 3-way car battle. Beautiful stuff here from all 3 drivers, keeping out of the way of each other when it needs to be, pointing the nose where it can and shouldn't be. And the chef now has just got overtaken by James Bullock, who is sailing his way through the field. He's got to get up to the back of his brother in first place.
Yeah, he'd be loving that. A Bullock 1-2 would certainly sit nicely on the dinner table next week. But tell you what, these two getting stuck in as well. We're keeping one eye on the battle up front. That's Nick Mole. Will Kirk actually just getting around him there as we took the cameras off. So these guys have swapped position. But, geez, dead set, side by side, wheel to wheel now coming into turn 1. Will Kirk has the better of it. Nick Mole going very wide outside the lines of the circuit. But you're allowed to get away with that down there at turn 1. But it's probably not the most advantageous route to go around that set of turns. But now Will Kirk has been released. Can he have a crack at Matt Munro in front? And will he make any headway with 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go?
Well, we don't know. That's the best thing about racing. It's never over until the checkered flag is waved. Mm-hmm. And that fat lady sings to the high heavens. Matt Munro went very wide there, but albeit it's still 4th, 5th and 6th in the same order as we are calling it here. Nonetheless, it's all on because Bullock's had a mare. And he is getting caught by Igmanus too. Watch that on your top screen as well. 9/10 of a second between the two of them. And he's setting PBs in the middle sector. 4/10 up on his own best too. So coming at a rate of knots here is Igmanus. He's probably going to try and take the win here for the 3rd winner in 3 races here tonight for Wednesday Cup. Where would you read about it? Nowhere other than here at AK Racing and SimSational TV. I'll tell you what, it's happening every single place on the track. Battles left, right and centre. There's no more than 3-second gap between the whole field at any one point in time. This 3-way suck battle, however, is well and coming to fruition here. Here comes the Kirk. He's going to go. The captain's trying to go around the outside to a trailer park girl move. He's got the job done. How's that for confidence on the braking from the captain? Just says, nope, I'm taking that one. Cuts the nose off Matt Munro. He's going to have to think about it. He's gone shallow on the exit there. But the captain into 4th place. Beautifully done. And he's going to be on the prowl here. 4.3 seconds away with 5 minutes and 28 seconds to go. Oh, he's had a mare coming into the S's too. Matt Munro's all over it here too. And maybe another pit manoeuvre coming poor old captain's way. We don't know. What's Munro going to do? I reckon he needs to get his VR field of view set up. He's on the slide there too. Maybe something going on. Those tyres will be red hot at the moment. I'll tell you what, it'd be hotter than a crematorium at the moment here under the tyre department for Matt Munro, because here goes Mr. Mole. He's trying to go down the inside. He's going to get the job done and take that position. Oh, he locks the brakes up. Matt Munro just sailed around the outside, knew where the mechanical grip was, stayed out of trouble, and it's battle on here again for 6th, 5th and 4th.
Tell you what, the tyres do scream out around this circuit, especially the two on the left. There's a lot of lot of leaning on those two turns, like through this turn specifically, 110R. You see the left-hand side tyres are just absolutely screaming and are as red as the devil's dick by the time you get up to the start-finish line. So turn 1 and 2 can be very tricky because by the time you get there, those tyres are feeling like jelly and absolutely on fire. Here goes Matt Munro just showing the nose to Will Kirk. He was a little bit too far back, so couldn't force any sort of move there for the time being. Still 4 minutes to go, so probably 4 laps to go. Plenty of overtaking opportunities we've seen around this circuit. You've just got to be patient. You've just got to think about it in a few turns in advance. You're sort of playing chess out here. You want to try and snag that checkmate after you've done all the right moves in order. So what that needs to be translated into racing terms is to get that car as close as you can to the car in front. And I'll tell you what, a little mistake there from Matt Munro is going to force Nick Mole to go around the long way now because Matt Munro comes across to cover. But Mole's got the better of it and just struggling under brakes, though. We saw around this turn last time around just Nick Mole smoking them up. All sorts of Willie Mason? No, Willie Nelson style down there at turn 9. So just struggling under brakes, but Matt Munro also struggling with keeping that car on the track. So these two still unseparated by about 3/10 with about 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, 3 minutes of hardcore racing coming our way. Don't you worry about it. We've got a battle for the lead coming up. Mole's going to have the perfect run here on Matt Munro. Finally, he can get that job done and maybe take 5th place off Matt Munro. He does so beautifully up the inside, plenty of racing room, maybe a bit of steward warning from Matt Munro. Gave him something to think about here. No pit manoeuvres there at the moment. Mole into 5th place. Now he's just got to put his eyes forward, not worry about that car behind him, and set his eyes on Captain Kirk to get the job done. But he can't do it. Within a corner, they're already back together, and it sails around the outside, goes Matt Munro. Around that corner, we said in briefing, try not to do a pass there, but some people are braver and more ambitious than others, and they've got it done cleanly and absolutely sensationally, if you don't mind. However, it could be battle on again. If one more error comes the way of Matt Munro, Nick Mole's going to be right there, and James Bullock's waiting in the whims. Oh, no, the chef's undercooked it again. Yep. The chef's been kicked out of Hell Kitchen tonight. That's it. All bar the shouting. His teammates got past him there as well. Oh, that was, McFadden is not too far off, actually, but that was Hughes versus Paul Buttigieg having a good battle. Falzon versus Simmons here now. Falzon has got past, and McEwen's in front of Falzon too. So now a battle of the championship coming each other's way. Will Bullock's going to try and keep that 0.8 of a second lead from Egmanis. Egmanis can just see that lead slipping away ever so closely as those timing seconds tick and tock their way down before the race finishes here. 17 minutes of the race here tonight is your timing with 15 and a half minutes gone. Egmanis just needs to put his nose and push that car a little bit further, and he could be right on the back here for a photo finish between himself and Will Bullock. Viewers, that could be something to behold. Yeah,
he just finds himself in that awkward zone now where he's about on the edge of a second to catch up to the car in front, and that's when in these downforce cars you probably start to feel a little bit of that dirty air, and you also just start to get a little bit of distraction just from the car being there in front of you and sitting in your eyesight. You'll find some guys can catch up to you in no time, and then they just get to this threshold of between 7 and 9/10, and they just can't seem to make up that ground to make the overtake happen. And it looks like that's what's happening here with poor old Curtis Egmanis. He did the hard yards to catch up to him, and he's just been sitting there half a second to a second and a half behind for the last however many laps. So really great driving there from Will Bullock out front to just minimise the mistakes and keep Curtis Egmanis guessing. And I guess the stress is starting to turn up for him because he's trying to do his best, but he's only eking out half a tenth here and there on each lap. So he's going to have to do better than that. He's going to have to eke out another 0.8 here if he wants to win this race. This is the final lap, ladies and gents.
Oh, it is. And the timing tower is 10 seconds and counting down, ladies and gents. That is all it, and 0.6 of a second separates Will Bullock here from a win, and maybe going back to P3 if something comes a proper, because here comes Jake Buttigieg. He is not letting go, and I'll tell you what, that gap is closed. The pressure is mounted here on Will Bullock too. Egbarnus can sniff a victory, but Jake Buttigieg can also sniff a podium place further up than third too. Now we've got a three-way car suck battle here on the final lap at Sportsland Sugo. This is incredible stuff. Now we've got some action. What's Jake Buttigieg going to do? Is he going to send it straight down the inside? He is going to do it and try to get the chockies done. That was very, very wary for Egbarnus. He knew he was there, kept the racing line, but kept the car's width between the two of them. Buttigieg's very, very gentlemanly like. Oh, on the slide there goes Egbarnus. Bullock's loving this. He's going to take away another win here tonight at this rate, but it is going to be a photo finish here for second. What can we see around the final turn of Sportsland Sugo? The timer is at 0. This is it. Buttigieg's gone too wide. That is going to be it. Egbarnus is going to take second place. Will Bullock's going to be the first man across the line. 2 out of 3 tonight for him. Cracking stuff for Will Bullock. Egbarnus in second. James Buttigieg in third place. Wowee, the top 3 only separated by an average of half a second. That is incredible after 17 minutes of racing. That's what you want to see, ladies and gents. That is exactly what we come here for. The captains come through in 4th. Matt Munro's consolidated 5th. It's Andre Elliott in 6th. Great drive from Andre Elliott too, by the way. Recovery of the night. McEwen in 7th place after redressing that position between himself and Falzon. Falzon sit behind him in 8th. Ezra Simmons in 9th. He'll be stoked with that one too. And James Bullock in 10th place. That is your top 10 for race 3 and the final one of the evening.
Yeah, not bad at all. I reckon my vote is for this guy, for the driver of the day. This is certainly his first time in the winner's circle here in Wednesday Cup. His brother took out race 2, but I tell you what, Will Bullock comes home with the chockies in race 3, and I think a first-time win is always worth the driver of the day insignia there up on the screen. So well done to you, Will Bullock. It was a cracking drive out there in front. Did have it your own way for a little while, but I tell you what, kept the mistakes to a minimum and closed out that race really nicely. The party is now in the Bullock household. The brothers have taken 2 out of 3 races here tonight, so they'll be up there in the standings next week. Don't you worry about that. Husey in 11th position with McFadden in 12th, Cook in 13th, Nick Mull 14th, Paul Buttigieg drops down to 15th. He won't be happy with that. I think he's starting to believe that he's a top 5 driver, and I believe him as well. Scotty McEwen down there in 16th with Poole, the debutant. He'll be back again next week and better for it. Brody Barber in 18th, Mitch Cole 19th, and Alex Payne round out the field here in race 3.
Yeah, cracking stuff. You couldn't have asked for a better finish to that race and the event tonight. That is awesome stuff. Driver of the day material definitely goes Will Bullock's way. Clean air is paramount here at Sportsland with a very, very quick lap in 1 minute 20 odd seconds. But Matt Munro will be going to the steward's box and straight to Champ Street. Absolutely dead set in there. I think we'll lock the keys away in the cage there as well and throw them maybe 2 up on the roof. He's going to spend a week down there for tonight. But nonetheless, a great drive from every single car involved. Debutants as well. Great driving from Buttigieg Senior there in race 2, picking himself inside the top 5 too. Yep. Scotty McEwen also sticking fat within the top 15. Mm-hmm. You had the chef, you had the 3 Kiwis, Elliott, McFadden and Cookie having an absolute mare for the most part of it. Mm. Andre Elliott can take the lamb home tonight and cook that one on the barbie.
And just missed out on Australia Day for that lamb, but tell you what, it stays good in the freezer. Let's look towards next week. Where are we at? We're at Road America for round 3 here of the AK Racing Wednesday Cup. Proving to be a popular series, ladies and gents. We're in season 15. Getting about 20 cars per round. So if you're out there in YouTube land and you're watching, you're thinking about dipping your toes into the world of sim racing, why wait? It's all here, ready to go. All you got to do is sign up, and you can start having the most fun you could ever have without actually being in a real race car. And the proof's in the pudding. We've got Paul Buttigieg. He's a convert from once enjoying the streams to now being a participant, Zach O'Reilly.
Oh, yeah. And the only thing that can get hurt, ladies and gents, in sim racing is your ego. No bank accounts, no wallets, no damage repairs, no injuries to your wrists and ribs and anything from sending it into the wall at 160k an hour. Sim racing is where it's at, and it's definitely here at Wednesday Cup for AK Racing. That's for sure. It's where you want to be. It always produces the events that we expect here. Great racing. Great camaraderie between every member as well at AK2. So don't you worry, you won't be without any friends here, all just genuine people wanting to have a good race with every single person. So come and join the fun here at Wednesday Cup. And with that, yes, we will be back at Road America next week, but SimSational TV is going to be back again on Sunday. And we'll be hosting the classic V8 round from Sandown too. So stick around with us for that. That's going to be exciting too. And plenty more for the whole year coming your way. Average of 4 or 5 streams per week. Here's SimSational TV. You got the team of myself, Chris Munro, Lindsay Muddle, and Charles Bertoni broadcasting too as well. More different racing coming your way as well. We've got some BTCC coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
We've got classic V8s. We've got Gen 3 supercars and Enduro coming your way too. And then the actual season of the first Gen 3 supercars. LMU multi-class hypercars versus GT3s, Enduros as well. Wow, it's all happening here at SimSational TV. Why wouldn't you want to be anywhere else in front of the Idiot Box bar here on YouTube with us?
Yeah, you can go the sniper approach or you can go the shotgun approach. And I think SimSational TV, we're going the Martin Bryant spray in every direction and hope something hits. That's what we're doing.
The M16 approach.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be shooting stream bullets all over the place this year. So it'll be exciting stuff, and it'll be good to see all your beautiful faces in the chat as well. We've got Ronnie Marshall, we've got Colin Black, we've got the Malaysian Marvel, we've got who else? Mello chimed in as well. I thought he'd be out there in the hot seat. He's giving this season a miss. Who else did we have chime in with some comments? Yeah, the fitness man as well. A man we're used to seeing out there on the circuit. But thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for the donation, Ronald Marshall as well. It's good to see. Now it's Fabian Fitness's turn to match that, but that will be for next episode on Sunday, Zach.
Yeah, definitely will be. Nonetheless, we love having you around. Donations or no, it's always fantastic to call the action here at SimSational TV. But that's it for us here in the Combox from Japan. It's been a hot and spicy event here tonight here at SimSational TV. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and all of the viewers out there as well. Don't forget to like the video as well. Tell your family and friends. Genuine, actual, exciting calling action. Nothing like the Formula One nonsense of circus calling or the old V8 supercars has-beens on Fox Sports. Don't you worry about that. It's better here at SimSational TV. We give you all the action. So thank you once again. Christopher Munro puts the M in magnificent, if you don't mind. I'm Zach O'Reilly. Guess what? You're not. But here at SimSational TV, it's goodbye for now. And as always, keep it flat out.